Okay, I have decided to continue digging here because that's pretty much died back. The rest are all died back, so I'm just going to pull them. And this is why this was growing outside the sawdust. Green potatoes, sunburn, you don't want them. You don't want any part of those, folks. So right off the bat, I've got 3 small. See what we got. A handful, some of those are sunburned. I'll pick through them. I'd call that medium, 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 sunburn. I'd call that an extra large. Nice potato. Large, medium large, extra large, medium, medium, large, large, medium, extra large. I'd say that's a russet. Looks like I got a little russets over here. I don't know. That looks like a Kennebec, but large, 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 extra large, large, extra large, small. I'd call that a medium. I'd call that a medium. Looks like a handful of small and medium up here. Small, medium, sunburn. See, sunburn. Throw it away, folks. Small button. Button. And if I dig here, folks, I'm going to have to move my potatoes. So why don't I do that? Now, folks, usually what happens is these potatoes will be clean when they come out, but we've had so much rain, folks, and this was partially clay where I put the seed, and for some reason, I don't know if it's because, well, I don't really know. They grew as down into the clay as much as they did up through the sawdust, folks. So that's a first for me. So I'm not sure if the season where it was so hot and dry, if that had anything to do with it. It should have been kept nice and cool and damp. Maybe it was. Maybe I disturbed it this summer too much. Maybe I did. So it may have been my fault. Extra large, nice potato. I know I'm right in the shade, folks. Extra large. I'd call that a medium. I'd call that an extra large. Same plant. I'd call that an extra large. Large. I'd call that a small. So I got a lot of comments that they didn't believe that you could grow in sawdust. A lot of people don't think you can, folks. A pile of people, even though you show them, they just don't believe it. But if you do it right, you follow the method that I have figured out, and it's free, folks. And it's free. I don't believe in charging for information. I just don't believe. I think education should be free. So there it is. I told you I would show you, and I'm showing you, folks. Okay? Now that's a nice potato. It's about over 5 inches long, folks. I've got big hands. So that's a nice potato, folks. So as you can see, this method does work, folks. Now I know the lighting is bad, but I showed you the Russets. No, I showed you the Kennebec, and I showed you the Pontiac Reds. So I am down here to my Russets. Now I didn't plant that many Russets, but let me show you what I'm finding with the Russets and the sawdust method. Now I have never grown Russets in my entire life, so I would call that a medium large, I guess. Medium large. The Russets I'm used to are usually bigger than that. They're about 6-7 inches long, the ones you get in the store. So I guess there's a small button one. So I am a little surprised that the Russets don't do as well in this sawdust method as the Kennebecs, that I'm finding anyway. They're a nice sized potato, don't get me wrong. That's my meal size, so that's really good for me. But I'm surprised that the Russets aren't as big as what I was expecting. But they're a nice size. There's also not as many potatoes, russet potatoes, per plant like the Kennebec had. What? I'm bleeding, folks. Good grief. So I won't do anything with this hand, okay? I'll only touch a potato with the non-bloody hand. I don't even know how I did that. I have no idea, folks. But anyway, so the Kennebec per plant averaged between, what was it, 8 to 15 potatoes. A lot of them were extra large, right? And the same with the Pontiac Red. The Kennebec and the Pontiac Red produced about the same. These here, well, let's count them together. Let's count them together. Let me go to another plant. Let me finish this plant first. And that is it. That's it. So I'm going to go to this plant here, and we'll see what we're getting besides small potatoes, okay? There's 4. They're not as deep either. They didn't go down into the sawdust. They didn't go down into the dirt. They stayed in the sawdust for the most part, just below. There's the biggest one so far out of that plant. So there's 5 small ones, 1 large. I'd call that a medium. I'd call that, I don't know, medium large. And that's it, folks. That's it. Oh, there's another one. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4 large and 5 medium small, folks. So I guess that's about the same potato-wise, but not size-wise. They didn't go, here's another plant, they didn't go deep, and they don't appear to like the sawdust method. It might have been too cool for them. I don't know if Russets like warmer, drier soil. I'm not really sure, folks. So I'm learning right with you. I'm learning right with you, folks. Alright, that's the size russet I'm used to, folks. That's about 8 inches long. That's the size russet I'm used to. The rest are medium, small. And that's all there was out of that one plant, folks. So most of the growth went to that one potato. Interesting. That's not a bad one. That's about 6 inches long, 5 inches long. And we're at the end of the row. Another one. Another one. Can you even see them? Another one. They're all about that size there, folks. They're all about 3 to 4 inches long, which I guess isn't bad. It's a good size for me to eat, for sure. Another one. They look pretty healthy. And that's it, folks. That's it. Okay? So, I've got some more russets up there, but when I come through and dig these up with a spade and fork, in about another few weeks, maybe I'll find some more. Like that. I just found another one. So, there you have it, folks. I got to figure out where I'm bleeding from. I don't want to touch potatoes with this hand here. Got to find out where I'm bleeding, folks. All right.